All right, this is Teambuildr. I'm going to walk you through the program. Teambuildr is what we will be using to design the programs for our clients and Get Fit Stay Fit. So just follow along. I'll try to explain it as best as possible. The first thing we do, obviously, is log in. On the login screen, you're just going to enter in my email address and the password that I provide you. If you don't have that password, you just let me know and I'll send it over to you. It's important to know that you can only do program design using my password. This is not to be confused with a login that you create using the easy join code. The easy join code is another thing that I can send your way, and we send it to all our clients. They use the easy join code to create their profile as an athlete, and then that allows us to actually create the programs for them. All right, so don't get those two confused. So let's log in using mine. So the first thing you see is a dashboard. Kind of gives you a basic summary of what our team is doing. Nothing too crazy important here. You're usually just going to go straight to the calendars. You can do this one of two ways. You can click the go to calendar button here or click it up top on the tab bar. All right, once we enter the calendars, you will go directly to our group calendar. So as you can see, it says Get Fit Stay Fit. This is a group calendar. All right, it's important to know that the group calendar is something that all athletes underneath Get Fit Stay Fit will see. So as you can see on the Saturdays, there are the green dots, which means there is a program assigned to it. They all have exercise programs on this Get Fit Stay Fit calendar. So every single person, when they check their application, they will see this workout program. It's important to know that if you add an individual workout to the individual calendar, they will see both this group exercise program and the individual program all on the same screen. So it can get a little confusing. Let's make sure that we are not adding workouts directly to the middle of the week on this Get Fit Stay Fit calendar, because that is usually where we are assigning the individual workouts. Okay, so where do you really need to go? You're going to go to athlete calendars, and the athlete calendars is going to give you a long list of all the people that are in Get Fit Stay Fit's group. We're going to use mine as an example. So you're going to click on your athlete's profile. It'll bring up their calendar. So you can see we now have all of these dots on the screen. That means that there are exercise programs assigned on those days, okay? Here's a good example of what mine will look like, just to kind of reiterate that point. As you can see, this is different than what was on the other Get Fit Stay Fit calendar. If I were to look at my application, I would literally see the Get Fit Stay Fit group exercise program with this exercise program right below it, and it wouldn't be separated in any sort of way. So your client would probably assume that you want them to do everything. All right, so let's once again avoid that confusion. So here we are. Now we have programs. Okay, so my calendar is already pretty full. I'm currently doing an exercise routine, but I'm going to go to the 21st to add a new program. So you can just click on the day, or you could scroll down and just start adding. Either way works. And we're going to go right and do how to add a exercise program. So you could title your workout if you would like to. Not necessary, but it's an option. The next thing you do is you're going to add exercise. When you press add exercise, it's going to go straight to adding lift. You have a few other options here. We don't generally use them. We may use notes, and what we could use notes for is just to explain what you want them to do in the workout. For example, you're only going to want limit rest to 30 seconds between each set. So there we go. I'll create this note. Boom. You see it pops up on the back on their workout program. So for them, they will actually see this note right when they enter their workout. It's an important, tool to kind of communicate with your client if you're not there. All right. So then we would go back to the lifts. So we can just go down the list here. You can just start entering the exercise you want to use. If, for example, I just put in squat, only the exercises that have squat in it will pop up. or you could just go down the exercise list and pick something that you like. Another option for you is to filter out. So if you, let's say you want to do something specific, let's go back, for example. We would press back, click submit, and now the filter is engaged. So now we only have exercises that have the tagging of back to it. So let's use barbell row, for example. Okay, so now that we have the exercise selected, we move on to sets. You can pick any amount of sets, 1 through 10. I'm going to use 3 as a basic number here. And then once you set your set, you can go over to reps or time. So you have that option of picking out reps or time. So if it's reps, you can put in the number of reps you want for all 3 sets in this example, or you can press A for as many as possible. It'll tell them just to do a max amount of repetitions. Don't make a mistake, that will pop up. And then you can press C for custom. If you press custom, you get all the sets brought up to you below, and you can enter in custom reps. So let's say we want to do like a pyramid. We can do 10, 12, 10. Okay, and if you change it up, boom, you also get to just modify all of the sets. Okay, so I'm just going to do 10 reps on this. The next option is each side. So if you're doing a unilateral exercise or contralateral, you are going to want to click each side so that your client knows to do one on the right, one on the left. Okay, barbell row is bilateral, so we're going to keep that unclicked. Additional information, this is another area for like maybe some cues that you gave your client, maybe whatever other notes you want to provide them, you can enter it here. Completely optional. Workout grouping. This is useful for creating supersets. So if you want to group exercises together, this is how you do it. So since this is the first one, we'll just give it grouping A, and I will add another exercise to this group to show you how that works. Okay, moving on, tempo. Don't generally use tempo. Rest time, you can add rest time. Just important to note that this is in seconds. While I'm here, let me take you back to the reps and time. Just something to note here, that whatever you enter here, it's in seconds. So if you want to do 1 minute, make sure you put in 60 seconds, okay? All right, additional options down below. Completion lift, disable max tracking, bar speed, body weight lift, force max, PR update, peak power, coach completion, track rep count, and track volume load. So the first 3, completion lift, disable max tracking, and bar speed, we don't necessarily need to click. Body weight lift, if you're doing an exercise like a push-up or a pull-up or a body weight squat, you would click that. This would remove the option for your client to enter in what weight they were lifting, and it would just show them how many reps they should do per set or how much time they should do per set on their side on the application. This is a weighted exercise, so we will leave that unclicked. We will do force max PR update. This would update their personal max. So if they were to do any exercise with less than 12 repetitions, whatever the max weight they did, if it is calculated out to be a greater personal max than what they've had before, the system will update that, and we can use that later to give them percentages. So here we go. This is where you can do some cooler stuff. So if once they start working out and we start to set some 1 rep maxes for our clients, we can now go in and modify, hey, let's have you do 65% of your 1 RM. And then, if we were doing this custom, then let's just shorten this down and go maybe 70. And it's going to go 75. Okay, so what this would do is it would show them the weight that they should pick up. So they don't have to enter the weight, but this will tell them, hey, this is 65% of what your predicted max repetition is now. So this is what you should be lifting. Okay, just a really cool tool that we can do with Teambuildr. So we'll turn that off. We are going to do track rep count, and we are going to track volume load. This is just for helping us see what they've done as we are looking at progression. Okay, so now our exercise is ready to be added to the workout. So we'll just click that, and boom, you can see it pop up in the background. And let's just add another exercise. The filter is still on because you can see it here. If you want to get out of it, you have to click the X bar. I'm going to go back to back so I can kind of add a second exercise. Make sure to submit. And then let's find another one, cable row, for example. It's really simple, blah, blah, blah. 10 reps. I just want to show you what the grouping does. So boom. Okay. There you go. Added the exercises on there. So now what they will see is they will see barbell and cable row both have an A on it. This is something that you should explain to your client. Hey, if you ever see these two exercises or more with the same letter, that means you're going to do the first exercise, then the second exercise, then rest. Okay, so they're supersetting on these ones. So just a really cool tool for program design. Another thing to know is that if you are creating a program and you just have a bunch of exercises that you know you want to put in, you don't necessarily have to go in the order that you want to. You could literally just pick all the exercises and then you can reorganize them later. You have the option, just click the exercise itself and within the circle and move things around. Okay, so you can reorganize your workout. If you need to change something, you don't have to delete the whole thing. You can make some quick edits to the exercise itself. Just press the pencil. Click the check mark when you're done. If you want to remove the exercise, just press the trash can. So it's a really easy setup for program design. I think this is one of the easiest programs I've ever used for exercise training and program design, and I hope it's pretty easy for you as well. Another thing to use is the copy button. This is really helpful. So if we are doing the same exercises, which we should have some consistency in our programs, right? We really want to max out our adaptations. You can just press copy. So you don't have to keep entering all this stuff over and over again. You can select the date you want to copy from. So I just did it on the 21st. Let's say I want to move it over to the 23rd because there's nothing there. Just click the 23rd. Then you go down below. Do not do this. Do not click that. That'll go to the main group calendar. Okay, go to athletes, type in your athlete's name, click that. Okay, then I copy the workout. Boom. You look at that. Down on the 23rd, same exercise. Okay, so this is a really easy way to save time, keep the program, full, so that if your client needs to or wants to, they can view what exercises they will be doing. Okay, so that is basically everything that you need to know about creating the program for your client. Super easy to use. It gives you the ability to modify things on the fly. It's really important to know that you can only program design using the actual website. It is not something you can do on the application itself. And once again, you can only do program design modification using the username that I gave you, my email address, and the password associated with it. If you created a profile using your email address using the easy join code, you'd have no ability to actually do any program design. Okay, so remember that. Let me walk you through one last thing. If you are not sure about what exercises you should be doing, just go up to Coach Tools and click Exercises. This is where you can see all of our exercises that have been added. Okay, so this should help you see that you have a lot of exercises to pick from. Okay, great ways to kind of add exercises to your arsenal. Just go through here, try new things out. If you aren't sure about what an exercise is, hopefully they have a video attached to it. This is a really cool feature. Let me just show you one that we did ourselves on Bird Dogs. So you can click the video, boom, it goes to the YouTube video that's associated with it, and boom, you get a quick demonstration. Should help you kind of quickly see what the exercise is. All right. We definitely could do a better job of adding more videos, but we're working on that. It's a process. Yeah, so this is a great resource for you to kind of work on just maintaining a solid program for your clients and also learning new exercises, okay? So that is all I'm going to go through today. I hope this was helpful. If you're unsure about certain aspect of Teambuildr and you need more assistance, let me know. If I need to cover more things in different videos, I absolutely will. Thank you.